Well, gotta ask. You kind of already said that you're going to see it, but I gotta ask, what is your excitement level from a scale of 1 to 10?
Excitement level, getting to see a movie like this, probably I would say maybe a 7 of excitement, but at the same time I have a fear level of at least 15 of that it's just going to be completely horrible, and then a critical level of 20. Because I'm going to be hardcore critical of everything in the movie because it's something that's really important to me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's how people are. I try to look at movies objectively, but there's some movies where I cannot do it. I just can't separate the critic from the fanboy. Mm-hmm. It's like when I watched G.I. Joe. I grew up on G.I. Joe, loved G.I. Joe, and I just saw the movie just completely destroy it. Only good thing about it was Storm Shadow. Keep in mind, I'm not a huge fan of the dark brooding ninjas and stuff like that, but it did its job.
Yeah, the Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes fights pretty much were the highlights for me.
Yeah, Snake Eyes, that's who I was thinking of, not Storm Shadow. You guys, pardon my poor memory, but you guys said you would see it, the Ninja Turtles movie?
No, well, I've got free time, so I'll probably check up on it. Because,
And he said he wouldn't see it, it's kind of be a waste of time.
Okay. So, really no point in asking assignment. Well, I'll ask you since you're going to watch it for free. Free, man.
I'm not really that excited. I'm just probably going to do it just because we're talking about it. And, Michael Bay film, explosions, yada yada, stuff like that.
It's kind of hard to get.
So, a little boy in me is like, woohoo, yay! I haven't seen enough of this, even though, the Transformers and all the other stuff. So,
Besides, it's free.
Okay,
yeah.
Another question.
You can't complain.
How bad can Megan Fox fuck up April O'Neil? I almost said Oprah O'Neil.
I would say extremely bad.
You get a cover.
Well, like you said before the show, what's a good show she's been in?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
What
I've actually had some people on Twitter
really
telling
good?
me that she might do a good job. I'm sorry to cut you off, but people told me on Twitter that she might do a good job. Where's the evidence? Show me the evidence.
It's like, you remember that good movie? You remember that movie that was awesome that Megan Fox was in? Oh, I'm sorry, there wasn't one,
Exactly. And I'm sure somebody's going to wind up listening to this and they have no concept of, either they don't know who Michael Bay is or they enjoyed these movies. Now, keep in mind, to each their own. Everybody has different opinions. Mm-hmm. Everybody has different tastes. From at least from mine and Aaron's point of view, we grew up with Ninja Turtles. It was something we're nostalgic for, and we just wanted to see it done justice. Mm-hmm. To a lot of kids who want to see this, where they all they know of Ninja Turtles is the new one on Nickelodeon. Mm-hmm. They have no concept of what's good or bad, and I say good and bad, but that's relative.
Comes from us being good and bad, what we think is good and bad.
Yeah, again, to each their own.
When you're a kid, you really have no concept of it.
Yeah, I thought Power Rangers the movie was awesome.
You're interested in it or you're not. That's it.
That's
the only thing.
Yeah, when I was a kid, Power Rangers the movie was the greatest thing I ever saw. And I actually liked the Phantom Menace. I am waiting for the hate mail. Bring it on. Bring it on. So yeah, when you're a kid, you have no concept of...
You're just I'm either interested or...
I'm bored.
I'm bored. Just if anybody was wondering, I was the screaming child that my mom dragged to a movie theater. Now, me personally, when it comes to this new Ninja Turtles movie, where I would rank my excitement level would be, I would say, out of 1 to 10, I would say 4. Just because I got a feeling that the movie is probably going to disappoint me. I'm almost certain the movie's going to disappoint me. One of my things that just kind of annoy me is, why is the Foot Clan not ninjas? I know it seems to be a little thing to complain about, but why are they not ninjas? They're just dudes with guns.
Yeah, even if you go back to the old movies, they were ninjas. That they had a ninja outfit and all that, so you can at least say that. But these are just
the smoke bombs.
Yeah, these are just thugs.
Maybe they want to do a mafia style, modern day.
Well, see, the 2003 version kind of did something with that with the street gangs.
Yeah, they had the gangs, but then there was the higher up levels of actual ninjas. They were the actual more.
It's like in Ninja Turtles 2, where they would take these kids from the streets and train them to be ninjas. The toughest, meanest ones they could pick up, they trained to be ninjas. Mm-hmm. They trained to be members of the Foot. Now they they could do something like that in this movie, but from the trailers, I've seen no evidence of this. Mm-hmm. So they're probably just going to be, just hired guns. That's probably all they're going to be. Honestly, I think it's just Bay's excuse to get guns in the movie. But I'm not sure if this movie's going to completely suck. Unlike you guys, I actually, watching the trailer, I actually get a little excited. Just seeing the turtles, seeing that they actually have personalities.
It's totally the dubstep.
No.
Yeah, the dubstep. Is
Yes, it's
boom,
obviously the dubstep.
boom, boom. I'm surprised they didn't do the classic thing, the big, like,
Yeah!
Michael Bay sound effects.
No,
the city.
Inception.
I mean, they're using it everywhere nowadays.
Every single movie uses it.
You know?
Oh my god, I was watching Gravity and they were doing it during the movie.
Mm-hmm. And it's like it would actually fit the turtles though. You could actually see it be like, the shredder, and all this stuff shoot out. It would work.
I got a little side question though. What do you think of Cyber Shredder?
Cyber Shredder, again, this is something that is comic related. This is something that is cartoon related. There were many points where the Shredder did become a complete cyborg and had a gigantic mech suit that he could get into, and it was just loaded down with weapons. So to me, I think this is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's kind of like feels almost like old news because just like a year ago we saw the Wolverine with a gigantic mech Silver Samurai.
Oh god, that still pisses me off.
And it's like we just saw this like a year ago, and now we're seeing a slightly different upgraded version of it.
One thing, do you think they're going a little too nuts with all like the blades? Like there's in the shot in the trailer, like he has like these like swords that like shoot out of his wrist. Like, okay, cool. You're like not Deadpool from whatever movie that was, X-Men Origins.
Yeah, Wolverine X-Men Origins.
Okay, cool. You got the Baraka blades. Then he has like these fan of blades just shoot out like it's a parody.
But the fan blades actually shoot out of his arms. They shoot out, and then he can throw them like throwing dice.
Okay.
And then
so I thought they were just like...
No, those aren't just for show. They do that as well.
Okay, so he shoots some... okay.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's just Michael Bay doing his thing.
Over the top thing. I mean, I can see it. The Shredder, he needs to have blades out the wazoo. I mean, you look at Shredder, you always...
Give Bay an inch, he'll take a mile.
Yeah, So, do I think it's a little over the top? Yes. But once I actually see how they're used fully... I'll make my decision then,
Alright, now, what race is going to get made fun of the worst in this movie? My money is on the Filipinos. It's New York.
That's I don't really know. I mean, that's an interesting question.
I mean, Bay made fun of black people, Hispanic people, Chinese people in the Transformers movies. Who's next?
Jersey.
Maybe he's making fun of Jersey people, New Yorkers and all that area.
Oh god, I'm having flashbacks to a Godzilla movie. There's a Godzilla movie where they show scenes in New York, and everybody's talking like a mafioso.
They're like, oh, he smashed the garden. Oh, I'm pissed now. I'm going to kill that giant dinosaur.
Alright, well, so, bottom line. You guys think it's going to suck?
More than likely, but I'm just going to have fun with it. Every 20 parts, take a drink. Gotta have fun.
Make a drinking,
Yeah, drinking game.
How intoxicated can you get while watching the Michael Bay film?
Drink every time you see an
You might get
explosion.
poisoned.
Take a shot when you see an explosion. Great, die.
No, you'll die. Alcohol poisoning.
Alright, now I said we were going to get to adaptations, but since we've gone on how long?
It's been another 20,
Or
30
about
minutes.
hit the 30-minute mark.
So we've gone about 90 minutes. From straight recording.
Yeah.
We took 20-minute break?
I think
Yeah.
like a 20-minute break.
Alright, well, I think adaptations would probably be next episode's subject. Well, this has been fun, talking about Ninja Turtles, talk about how you smacking yourself in the face with scythes, you guys not knowing what to say for that, for most of the... But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Basically our thoughts on Ninja Turtles, the new movie, and yeah, we're hoping it won't suck, but, we're not too optimistic about it. So, this has been The Hobby Shop. I'm Philip.
Rob?
Dawn?
Aaron?
And see you next week.